Welcome or welcome back to my channel. It's Ren. Let's go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. Today we're talking about how to attract, never chase. Never. How to become a magnet. How to attract. How to attract and never chase. So here are 3 things that I used to become a magnet and to attract so many of my desires across the board, but especially in relationship. So first things first, one thing I did was a check-in with myself. And when I have check-ins with myself, one thing I'm doing is analyzing my life and my situation and seeing what's what, what's where, and what's how. I'm doing a full check-in for my body, my life, my experiences, my relationships. I'm doing a full check-in on myself. It's basically like a well woman visit, if you know what I mean. So I'm literally going through and checking off all the boxes on where I'm at in this space and time. Now, sometimes we need to go in a little deeper and do a lot of reflection. Depending on what I find when I do my check-in, that's how I kind of know what I need to do. After my check-in, I'm going to start doing inner work. Now, inner work, it can be fun. It won't always be easy, but it will always be worth it. When you take the time to do your inner work, you fall into different spaces of growth opportunities. And so you'll kind of see with that check-in, like I mentioned, you'll see patterns, you'll see behaviors, thought processes, you'll see the type of person, like the type of mate you're attracting, and the types of situations you entertain. And so when you kind of get those keys, when you do that check-in, you are able to kind of round that back around to the inner work that you're doing, because the things that you find as far as the space you're in life with it, for example, in relationship, let's say you've been wanting a healthy, stable man, but you keep ending up in relationships with hood boys or with hood dudes. I mean, that may be fine, that may be your cup of tea, but there's a reason that you're continuing to entertain this guy versus the type of guy you said you wanted. That inner work that you'll stumble into, you'll start to pick up the reasons why and the patterns that have allowed you to find this as your norm, as far as who you actually can be with versus who you say you want to be with. There's many ways to go into inner work. For me, journaling works best because I like to be able to jot down and pinpoint the spaces and places that I need work on. And then I also like to have a log of the work that I've done. So even if it's journal prompts, like I like seeing the question and response and saying, okay, well, this is what I was going through at this time. What exactly did I gather from that then? And so I'll read what I gathered from it then, and then I'll even see if that's even updated since, because like if the journal prompt's there, I can use that same journal at every level. I mean, that same prompt at every level of growth that I have. Well, depending on the beliefs or the type of thing it is. So sometimes when it's like limiting beliefs, it's just like, okay, do I still believe this? Do I still feel this way? Oh no, I actually don't feel that way. I've actually proved da 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 da. And so it's like you'll be able to gauge your growth, have a log of overall your progress. So something to read, something to win. The third thing that I did to become a magnet and never chase is I lived authentically as myself. And I think people, they don't give enough weight to that because everyone else is already taken, like quite literally. And I think it's kind of strange, the culture. I think it's kind of strange, the culture that we live in these days, where everybody is like, everybody and everything's a copycat. And I know there's nothing new under the sun, so don't get me wrong thinking like I'm trying to say like, oh, you know, everybody's copying everybody. But it's just like there's an abundance of experiences, just like there should be an abundance of people. And within the abundance of people is an abundance of experiences and likes and dislikes and, you know, cultures and all kinds of things. Like that's the point of humanity. And so when you're yourself, it's like you're a magnet to all the other abundances that the earth has to offer you. And a lot of times that comes by way of other people. It comes by way of partners. It comes by way of just rendezvousing with the world, essentially. And so I think it's wonderful that if you take the 3 of these things, the check-in, the inner work, and then being your authentic self, I think those three things, it'll start becoming a part of your experience. And so on a bonus tip, I'm actually going to give you a fourth one, and this fourth one is actually the funnest part of all of them. And so this fourth one that I did to become a magnet and never chase is embodiment. Like, you have to embody that of receiving. You have to embody that of having fun. You have to embody that of juicy experiences. You have to embody that of one who's just ready to receive the beauties and joys that life just has to give to you. So live in your airy fairyland, play, enjoy, because when you do that, you are literally like, you're literally almost like a beacon. Your light is shining so brightly that you're literally like sucking people into your experience, even though you're not even trying to. That's the magical part of all of it, is that you're not trying to, you're like literally just minding your business. Honestly, you're minding your business, and then life comes through and rendezvous with you in the cutest, most beautifulest ways. And sometimes it's as simple as you seeing a flower and it's the dead of winter, and it's like this beautifully bloomed flower. Like, where did this come from? That was for me. You know? And so it's like, you'll get it with the little things, but you'll also get it when you're like out and about, and now you're just walking through the store and you done met your husband. Didn't see that coming. That was literally my experience. Quite literally. Don't downplay the art of being a magnet, because when you embody that, when you get it down, baby, it's quite the experience. That's all I'm gonna say. That is all I'm gonna say. And as somebody who has lived on both sides of it, I'll definitely say I'd rather be on this side. I like being a magnet, because the thing is, like, I love this rendezvousing. I love the feeling the wind on my skin. I love when people are just really nice to me out in public. I love when people pay for my things. I love when people, you know, do favors for me and gift me things, and, you know, all these things. And it's just like, it's just so beautiful, because there's so much abundance around us. And I feel like, why wouldn't we get it? So yeah, be a magnet. Just be a magnet. And it's just like, expect it. Just expect it. All the things you want, just expect it. Expect it. You'll be so glad you did. So if you made it to the end, go ahead, leave a balloon for me. And thank you for stopping by. Again, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, bye.